I, Gabriel, blow my trumpet now. And through these three blasts of light and divine sound, I proclaim the coming of Omega unto the earth in this hour, and her message for each one of you, dearest hearts, is manifest for the victory of the light, the victory of purity, the victory of wholeness, the victory of the allness of the One. My beloved children, I come this morning having heard the pleas, the cries, the prayers of my righteous ones throughout the earth, to deal with what is transpiring in your realm. I see all, I know all, and this day I choose to extend a light, the light of the Mother unto all, for the healing of planet Earth and her children, for the safeguarding of souls, the light within the temple of each one, the divine design that exists immaculate within you, each one. For those who have not yet embraced the totality of their own God presence and of the oneness of all life, have attempted to instill within humanity seeds of darkness, even microchips, when used by some for evil ends, could cause the soul to be separated from its source, the God light within. Dearest ones, they shall not pass, for God is greater than all human creation, and the deception and the illusion and the Maya pervade by these. Thus I bring a great light, a cosmic energy into play now within the earth, that is the dissolving of these dark seeds that have entered the body temples of many millions of souls through what they have accepted, what they have received at the behest of these dark spirits. Through the injections by 3 pharmaceutical companies and blessed ones, there is now a miracle manifestation of my light with Alpha for the safeguarding of life itself, the seed identity of God within every being, the divine blueprint within the DNA of every individual. You see it required the prayers of the righteous to be invocative of our coming in this hour, to safeguard life and light itself, to restore beingness in God. Thus, the implants, the chips, are encircled in a tiny cosmic sphere of light. And they will have no power over the minds, the hearts, the body temples of those who bear the imprint of God within the threefold flame, the seed identity of Alpha and Omega within, long, long ago, implanted within the matter planes at the behest of Spirit itself. And Jesus, the great Christic light being, stands in the atmosphere also to support this dispensation and grace. And he sends a cosmic ray unto every individual who is tied to his heart, to understanding of the Christic seed within him and within them. And through this ray, this microscopic black imprint is consumed. For Jesus, the living Christ, as the mediator betwixt heaven and earth, stands now calling souls back to their oneness with the light, impelling them unto their own resurrection and ascension within that one eternal light of the all in all. Yes, it is a pivotal hour when souls may choose whether to move upward into that light of their presence, one with Spirit, or to go the ways of mechanization, man and woman, embroiled in duality, ensnared in limitation and the violation of the law of their own being through acceptance of this dark strain of evil injected within them, either through ignorance or by malintent itself, or both. Dearest hearts, I also bring a new means of wholeness for all to attain unto, through hearts wed to Spirit, having returned through nature to an understanding of God's original creation. It is time for the entire medical establishment to accept the truth that God created all in His, her image and likeness within the natural world, and that when you return to what God created within nature as your food, as your medicine, as your means of divine expression, then and only then will you be fully whole. Will you be released from the miasma of what has become materia medica, the establishment of a matrix of darkness that attempts through greed and lust for power to control your very health and vitality through unnatural means, through what are called scientific and chemical substances taken by souls unaware of the holy truths of a natural and vital life. It is time, blessed hearts, that you teach them the ways of nature, a return to purity and the simplicity of being within the harmonics of the earth itself. The four quadrants thereof, earth, air, fire, water, and the ether that empowers all within its quintessence of cosmic joy. I will be there overshining David and Mona and others who will teach this upcoming class, both with permaculture and using the 5 elements to rebalance all within self, all within nature. And you shall see a new divine fragrance emanating from your chakras, your heart, your being, as you imbibe the essences within the flowers, within the plants, and within all that God established within the natural order, receiving from the sun cosmic impartations of light and fire, of illumination and wisdom, assimilating these fully, and then yourselves blossoming as dew, the plants within the nature kingdom, so joyously, so lovingly, so radiantly. Yes, I have heard the cries of light workers throughout the earth for an answer, a solution to this dark dilemma of this time. Because you have called for the Mother to come to restore all to purity, wholeness, and oneness, I have chosen to answer directly, discoursing and emanating through this one and through you all, as you accept my presence, as you engender greater purity and understanding and the great knowledge and holy wisdom of eternal truth in your midst. Dearest ones, you cannot convince those whose understanding is limited by the impressions upon them inculcated by the mass media. Yet your example of love, your example of purity, truth, and wholeness will woo them back to my heart, to the heart of Alpha, and to their own divine blueprint. Therefore, focus upon internalizing the light, shining forth that light, radiating and broadcasting that light each day and each hour. For the light will serve them even as it has served you. The light will restore them to wholeness and envelop them in purity, even as you, fostering this God identity within, have lived within my heart and know the I am that I am within. Now, dearest ones, as you give my rosary, those other divine mothers as my representatives will carry this light throughout the earth to all peoples of all cultures, engendering a great miracle manifestation of glory, of divine beingness, calming the minds, invigorating the spirits, restoring unto the emotional bodies the peace of the presence, and perchance for some physical healing as they are willing to accept that they must change their ways and move in a higher field of divine knowledge, holy truth, and righteousness. Pray that the ignorant be awakened, that the rebellious bend the knee and surrender to God within, and that even devils and demons be restored once again to the light, never more to engage in their diabolic methods and technologies. Yes, even some being restored unto the truth, the way, and the life of the Christ, may be vehicles for the salvation of many unto God. I am your Omega, come unto you with love, with hope, with charity, with faith, for your victory in all things, and for your joy in life itself again. Thank you.